live from the bowels of Rhode Island, somewhere deep, deep, deep down in the depths of Woonsocket. It's the crappiest place to live in Rhode Island, statistically. But at least it's not Central Point or Central Falls. Central Point's in Oregon. God, I fucked it up again, Carl. These fucking cue cards are really starting to fucking piss me off. I can't concentrate like that. Anyway, this is Alive with a Lobster Report, and it's me. Hope everybody's having a wonderful evening tonight. You know, I gotta tell you, I saw a video tonight that some people really got angry at. Some people really were upset. Some people thought it was funny. You know, and well, you know, as we get older in life, you know, sometimes, you know, our bodies break down a bit. You know, nobody's perfect. You know, nobody stays completely healthy forever. Is there anybody in the side chat? I have no fucking idea. But anyway, as you know, when you're younger, you know, you tend to be able to you know, do more. You can work different jobs. Seemingly, you have endless strength. I mean, you're young, you know. As we get older in life and do stupid things in our youth, you know, sometimes, well, even when we do all the right things, well, sometimes, you know, our bodies just start to break down. And, you know, things become harder. Sometimes, you know, things can become more difficult. Sometimes things that you could do when you were younger, you can no longer do, right? And, you know, that's sad, but, you know, you adapt, you learn new skills, you, well, you just learn about new things. And I don't know, adapting, you know, is the key thing, you know, continued education. I think a lot of us, as we've gotten older, oh, hell, you want to talk about swollen feet. It's not my left foot. I swear to God, this is true. My right foot just gets so swollen. I'd show you right now, but it's embarrassing because I haven't done my toenails in a while. But anyway, you know, I've got two fucking hands that, well, my right hand is basically, my left hand is basically a club with little fucking limbs and shit, right? Certain limitations. My right hand, well, as Von Helton would say, but I have document, this hand has been smashed, stabbed, mangled, fuck, what's some other good? He just literally fucked up really bad, made to look like fucking hamburger, you know, and more than once. Having my hand is a 3-time offender. So there is some nerve damage and limitations in things that I can do, things that I might have been able to do, you know, years ago, even, you know, not long after, you know, all these incidents, you know. I mean, I've worked in delis. Anybody that's worked at a deli / butcher shop type thing, when there's sharp objects, chances are you might not be a chronic cutter, but your chances are, you know, you're gonna slice your fucking self up sometimes, and you know, but or working with cutlery, you know, sharp knives in the kitchen or something like that. Hey, driving a truck, humping milk, you know. I worked for a dairy company for years, driving a truck, hauling milk, right? Will fuck you up. Kind of like being a Coke man or the beer man at the stores, or driving long distances up and down the New Jersey Turnpike, or you know, just long fucking trips. I mean, that could fuck you back up, you know, and everything. Cause you limitations later in life that, well, we all have. Well, apparently, Von Helton, at the ripe old age of 55, self-declared semi-retired, because who's going to hire a man with swollen feet, you know? Well, I saw people getting, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the side chat, if there is a side chat, because I really don't know, because I'm kind of dumb with this thing tonight. I forgot to hook one thing up, and that's why I can't see the side chat. But if you are in the side chat, you know, if Bozo, anybody in there, thank you for watching and stuff. And I will definitely comment on your comments later when I see the side chat, when I watch this video over again. Because I'll be looking at the side chat and I can actually respond to people. Anyway, but I digress. You know, with all the activity Vaughn's had, Vaughn's misconception about, I don't want to say like, well, I want to be specific.
Righty, folks.
Oops, not yet, Vaughn. Different people can have different perspectives on a lot of things, right? And there can be a fair, you know, discussion, you know, just whatever, you know. And when I'm watching this, I'm looking in the comments, right? And people are making like comment. I mean, when you respond to Vaughn, right? If you make yours, the more legitimate, or I don't know, I don't want to phrase this, the more serious you are about your question. And I know that where you're going to go with this and stuff, but when you like, okay, Vaughn, what about this? What about, you know, and stuff, right? You do know that, you know, well, first of all, you know you're going to get a dumb answer, right? But I have said many times in my life that I will never say that I've seen it all. Because I think quite literally that's impossible. But coming in close, if you just go to the Von Helton channel, tonight's video will be an interactive. Well, tonight not completely interactive because I don't have access to my side chat, so I can actually access the side chat later. But for regular purposes, and please still do this to follow along if you might, go to the Von Helton channel. Please don't make fun of the Disable, published September 4, 2018. As we go to live studios tonight, as we go on the air, it has 101 hits, which is not bad. You know, that's a good amount of hits for the Von Helton channel. You know, so we're supporting the Von Helton channel. Also, Von Helton has ruined his own life. I think I got that right. Yeah, two very worthwhile pro Von Helton channels that knows how to promote and just wants to get the word out there, just like everybody does. And we like to sit there and we like that special thank you and howdy to them. And just how much we do appreciate back here at Secular Lobster Ministries Live Shack, Chili House, House of Revelation, Land of Wolves, special Lowe's video making production department. Carl, thanks you. You know, he's busy tonight. He's doing a little bit of extra work. And, well, without people like you, without people like, I don't know, Candy Rain, Christina Blackfeather, well, Bozo, you know. No, Bozo, I'm going to be in Oregon in October, but you live in Portland, and I actually have a specific reason for only being in Oregon for 10 days in October, so it's going to be a sad, sad thing that we have to miss each other, unless you want to drive on down there, because I'm not driving 8 dogs up the whole coast of Oregon just to meet you. But I would if no, I wouldn't. But anyway, let me see. Anybody else out there? Oh, the Rhode Island zombie guy or something. You know, he's and you know what? I've even got my fucking favorite fucking people that love to thumbs me down. You know, and it really does my heart well. You know, and I'd like to thank you for those thumbs downs because, well, it means a lot to us. And well, since you took the time to do that, we'd like to thank you for that thumbs down, and keep thumbs down. It brings us, well, it's satisfaction. We even got a chart on the wall here at Secular Lobster Ministries, so a graph, maybe a pie chart over there as well, with the well, the thumbs up, thumbs down thing. It's kind of an office pool we have here right now. So anyway, but well, Von's disabled. He's got, well, let's listen.
The little red sign says, "We are live, we are live, we are live." Yeah. And it is so.
Okay, hopefully you can hear
just this. A quickie. You know, I was sitting here wondering about some things and thinking some things, and you know, I guess I have an ultimatum for anybody out there that thinks it's real cute to diss somebody that has a malady or a disability or something like that. I even mentioned in one of my videos that I think these pieces of shit on YouTube and Google that like to make hate videos, whether it be about me or about anyone, doesn't matter. They're scum, okay? And many of them even have criminal records. Ooh. But the point that I want...
Some of you guys are criminals out there. You need to turn yourselves in, you know, because not turning yourself in and being a criminal is a felony. Go to federal fucking prison.
To stress. Is that, you know, it's easy to get on here and talk shit about somebody. It's not so easy, though, when it happens to you. And so I have an ultimatum for those trolls, haters, naysayers out there that think it's just, you know, that Von Helton can just go out and do whatever he wants to do. I've got an ultimatum for you.
What's that, Von?
I'll give you my swollen feet and legs that are swollen so bad that they ache, literally ache at night and keep me awake at night. I'll give you my bad legs, and you give me your perfectly healthy legs, and then I'll go out and do whatever the fuck you want me to do. You want me to go get a job? I'll go get one. You want me to fucking do the other shit? I'll go do it. I'll do whatever the fuck you want me to do. All you gotta do is give me your good legs. I'll give you my fucked up legs, and then I'll go do what you say. How about that? Does that sound fair to you? I think that's a fair deal.
I hope you can honestly hear that, but Von, you know, Von's disabled. He's got fucked up legs, and he's got a fucked up hip, and his feet are swollen and shit, and he's got a fucked up back. He's disabled as fuck, right? So if you want to trade places with him, you know, and later on he's going to go into, he's going to attempt to go into, don't judge me until you've walked a mile in my shoes, type thing, you know, until you've lived my life, you know, kind of way. But, you know, like I was saying earlier, most people that have age on them, like Von likes to talk about, right? you know, well, you know, I've got fucking physical and mental disabilities, right? Not always employable. Sometimes I just help somewhere, volunteer, or something like that. If you know, I don't, you know, I with the employment thing with me, you know, look, I understand that, you know, disability, you have certain limitations on your income based on your disability and what you're getting benefits for. And there's a, you know, it's a fucked up system, but you find a way through it, right? And, you know, sometimes there's a little under the table something, maybe, or somebody does you a favor, you know, bartering maybe a little bit, just, you know, but trying to tell people that, well, if you give me your perfect, first of all, I don't know anybody in their 50s. Now, I'm sure there are, but I don't know many people in their 50s whose legs really quite work the way they used to, right? So perfectly good legs is kind of suggested, you know, perfectly good for a 50-year-old guy or something that's in decent shape, or a 50-year-old guy with, like Vaughn, you know, 55, with probably borderline diabetes, you know, swollen feet, and, you know, packaged food, and those fucking Bob Evans sausage burritos. I saw him open those one day, and I was like, "Oh fuck, man! I bought a box of those one time, right? You know what I use those for, right? It fucking munchies, you know, like, you know, hey, we're gonna put out some like sausage burritos and some egg pizza rolls, and, you know, some wings, or you just whatever miscellaneous shit, you know, maybe some mozzarella sticks or some, you know, whatever, right? But, you know, he gets on, man, and like just opening them up and just out of the microwave and all stuck to the fucking. Plus, by the way, Vaughn, there is a trick to not having the plastic stick to a fucking microwave burrito. If you were old school and really knew how to do it, that wouldn't be a problem. But you even fuck that up, right? Microwaving a goddamn microwave burrito. I still don't understand what the fuck. Microwave fucking cheese omelets. Remember when he had those cheese omelets? Or those omelets? And he was eating them with his, like it was a fucking. Anyway, I love watching Vaughn. I like it when Vaughn has pizza and he just folds the shit up. And it just comes the fuck out of it. I'm a strange guy, and I admit it, you know, but anyway, nobody's got physical problems like Vaughn. And if you only lived in his shoes for a day, you'd understand the struggle, because he's got bad legs and a bad hip, and his feet are swollen. Well, he's just not a young,
you know, getting on the internet saying, hey, man, you know, somebody with bum legs should go out and do this, that, and the other thing. No, but I'll gladly take your good legs. If you give them, or I'll gladly take your good legs if I get to give you my bad ones.
He makes it sound like it's ditch digging jobs, right? Or I don't know, like you need to have your legs, your physical legs, good legs for literally every fucking job. There's jobs you can have where you don't even have to have legs, you know, or, you know, and people make money. Can make money. I mean, this might be fucking hard for Vaughn to believe, but it is possible. I mean, we're not talking about a computer company that was, you know, thwarted off by people because they warned them about stuff and everything. But claiming that his bad back, and now, like I said, he's probably got a bad back. Like we'll learn earlier, his bad back was all because of that chair that he had that he didn't know was causing him to have a bad back, and that's why he has a bad back. You know,
Okay. We'll swap. We'll do a swap.
yeah, we'll do a
We'll
swap.
see how that shit goes.
Okay, Vaughn, let me tell you right now, man, my legs aren't in shitty shape, right? I will trade you my, well, God, that would still be so creepy on so many levels. Oh, fuck. I was going to say, you know, I'll let you have my legs, but if I can have your lungs, you know, then you can feel what it's like. And you know, hey, look, you know, I'm not saying, you know, my fault. I'm not blaming it on, you know, I'm not trying to look for say that's not where I'm going with this, but these are still limitations that I have, right? And I have a claim, I could have a claim, right, that some people think is actually valid, right? That the Army actually taught me how to smoke. Because for people back in the day, if you didn't drink or smoke, the Army would teach you. That was something that, sure, there were some people that did that. But that's what everything was, drinking and smoking related. Hashtag smoke them if you got them. Just trust me, you know, the Army would teach you how to smoke. If you didn't know how to smoke, they would teach you. And if you didn't know how to drink yet, they would damn sure make sure you got some, right? Now it's a bit of a different story. So anyway, I can claim, hey, look, man, the Army made me smoke, man, got me addicted to cigarettes, and now I can't quit. But that doesn't work, you know. I mean, if I was hooked on meth or something like that, fuck, they'd put me in fucking rehab, or opiates or something like that. They put me in fucking rehab, right? But oh, I'm addicted to cigarettes. That's gonna kill me, right? And they're like, oh, here's some gum and some patches. And here's a phone number you can call whenever you want to talk to somebody about having a cigarette and everything. You know, my back is really fucked up too. I had 2 back surgeries back in '94. Hasn't been the same. Just come from a lot of heavy lifting and not lifting properly. Just being young and kind of dumb and everything like that with my lifting. I've had ulnar nerve damage in my left arm, which kind of, well, they did surgery. Well, there's a slight bit of motor, well, I wouldn't say lost motor skills and stuff, you know. And oh, you want to talk about hips, Vaughn? I've had more, well, I'm not saying your hip doesn't hurt, right? If your hip's as bad as you claim it is, you need to see a doctor, right? Because let me tell you something. I've had, oh God, countless shots of what was cortisone shots in my fucking hip, right? And there's another kind of shot they would give you too that fucking hurt really bad because they had to do it like right in the part and everything, right? So yeah, and that was for, oh, supposed to be for 6 months. Lasted maybe a day or two a lot of times. Then if you ask them more, they go, well, we can't give you more than that anyway. But people know what pain is, you know? Look at Schneider the handyman. That old fuck, he's a little bit younger than you. Well, you know, I think he's only just turned 50, but hell, he's got a bad back, probably some fucked up knees and everything. And hell, he jumps on top of roofs at night and cleans out hoods and stuff to supplement second job. And you know what? He's got fucking health. I'm sure he does. He's got to have some, right? And I mean, everybody, right, has, but to go, you know, I mean, this isn't like, oh, you know, you don't understand this or that because there are some things where people can say, well, you know, you just don't live in my shoe. You just don't live from my perspective. And there are certain things that people do, places that people live, or things that people practice that I'll go, okay, whatever, you know. But when it comes to Von Helton, he never fucking, I mean, you know what? Anybody that wants Von Helton off the internet, sure. I'd like him to fucking shut up about Sandy Hook because that really is fucking annoying and shit like that. And he should be exposed for that and everything, right? But these people that want Von Helden off the fucking internet, will you please shut the fuck up? Von is rolling better now than he ever has. He is gold fucking entertainment. And like I said, without viewerships like you and sometimes contributors and friends of the Lobster Nation. Anyway, for, I don't know, just putting things out on the internet that need to be discussed, need to be examined and revealed, right? I think we've all learned a lot of things from these videos, but let's continue because this fun goes a long ways in this for a while.
Okay? You know, same goes with the hit that went out on me a few weeks ago. And it damn near come out from under me. I damn near planted my face. You know, totally out of the blue, in fact. You know, and so, you know, I'll swap you my bad hit if you give me a good one. I think that's fair. How about my lower back? Okay, my lower back is gone. It's totally gone thanks to that dumbass chair I was sitting in. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
You know, so
Von blames this chair for his bad back. Okay. Now he's got this race car chair. You know, cheap knockoff, China, you know, whatever the fuck he wants to call it. And I think everybody's seen it on Amazon. How many people out there have looked up this fucking chair and now you're getting fucking ads for it on the side of your Facebook or other fucking social media? Knock it off. I don't want one. But anyway, this chair I have. Now, look. I got a bad back. I mean, not a bad back. I mean, I've had 2 surgeries years ago. I don't do certain things because there is the potential for, I don't know, things not to work quite right. You know, I mean, with my back, I have to be careful. We do get older and more frail, and things catch up to us in life. So I have to be careful on what I do, how I lift things and everything, because my back can fuck up at any time, just like anybody else. And eventually, one time, you know, it may happen, you know, and stuff, but you try not to push things, you know. But Von's back is, and let me tell you something, this fucking chair that I'm sitting on is uncomfortable as fuck. I've got 2 pillows. I've got, oh, jeez, that hurt. Well, now my back goes. I've got this little thing. This is for my lumbar support. Okay, I kind of shove it back here. And I've got this other pillow that I kind of doubled up and I'm kind of like sitting on to give it some sort of like cushion or support or something like that. And I would like hold it up and show it to you, but just in case I pooped myself a little bit, I don't want to embarrass myself. But yeah, bad backs. I mean, who the fuck? I know there are some people that don't have bad backs, you know, but to blame your bad back on a chair. Now, my bad back is the culmination of a lot of dumb things, lifting the wrong way. Just, well, you know, when you're younger, you know, hey, my back's fine, man, or, you know, it catches up with you later in life. You know, that's why people develop bad backs. But anyway, Von's back is really bad because of that old fucked up desk chair. That desk chair gave him that bad back. Now, granted, I had a bad back long before I bought this chair. Well, I was given this chair because I didn't get my atheist check one month, and I was like, oh, fuck. So I was given this chair 1 month when I didn't get my atheist check. And, well, it's not the best chair, but and it'd be nice to have a nice, comfortable desk chair, but eventually, you know what? This chair actually used to be very comfortable. I kid you not. A lot of chairs are kind of comfortable when you first get them. But the longer you sit them, like, well, this chair here we've had for, 6 6.5 years. Used desk chair was a housewarming gift when Mrs. Lobster and I first moved into the Lobster Den, and we've cherished this housewarming gift. Well, it's one of our prized possessions because we just don't have $100 to just go out there willy nilly and buy a fancy, you know. I mean, Vaughn really did upset me when he oh man, when he came out with that chair. I was so fucking jealous. I really was, because that whole time, and he made me want to do better, right? Because I used to do my shows, my videos, sitting on my couch with a laptop, just staring up, and I'd have a little thing, and that was my little world. That's what you knew of the Lobster and everything. I looked at that one when Vaughn came out. Well, when Vaughn started doing the microphone thing, right? When Vaughn started coming up with, like, I don't know, that chair, right, made me wanna do better. You know what I'm saying? And that was one reason why. Well, that my wife kind of suggested it. Why not move in? Why not relocate Secular Lobster Ministries, Clam Shack, Chili House, the whole darn production, right? Why not move it to the other side of the compound, or as we like to call it in this house, about 10 feet. Well, okay, 15, 12 feet, something like that. So it was a major haul. We had to literally put everything up. We loaded everything up on trucks, threw it in boxes, strapped it down, and took that across the hall. Well, it was an adventure. That across the hall journey that, well, if you ever done some road traveling, you know what I'm talking about. Well, anyway, we arrived at our new studio location, and we're still, we've got it looking up, and I know what you're saying to yourself. This looks like a really professional and modern and hip, if you will, setup and everything. But and yes, it is. It's probably the most quality entertainment and best production value that you can get for the price you pay. And so, but giving back, we will still be making some renovations that you will be noticing in the near future. But let's get back to Von Helton.
Well, if you mind that back, you give me your good one.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll go do whatever the fuck you want me to do.
Okay,
I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah, fair trade. I'll dig some ditches.
You give me your healthy body, I'll give you my broken one, and then I'll go do whatever it is the fuck you think I'm supposed to be doing at 55 years old, almost ready to retire.
Almost ready, 55 years old. Now, if you've watched this video yet, man, almost ready to retire, which I think is still 63 or 60. I really don't fucking know, but ready to retire from what? I mean, even if he got, retirement age, right? Retirement from what, though? I know retired teachers. I know retired firemen. I know retired servicemen. Not people that were in the service but are now retired. Kind of like, well, I was technically in the Army, so I'm technically a vet. And I'm fucking disabled now, so I'm, so we all know. Anyway.
Did I say when I first come back to the internet? Oh yeah, I'm semi-retired.
He's semi-retired.
That's exactly what that means. That is exactly what that means. I am on fixed income.
Fixed income.
I get benefits from the government, yes, but they are a very paltry amount. And I don't get a check. I don't know where the fuck you stupid idiots think I'm getting a check from.
Jerry.
I don't get a check.
Jerry.
I get assistance. That's it.
Jerry.
Okay. If I was getting a check,
Jerry,
things might actually be better. But,
Jerry.
No. I don't get a check.
Jerry.
In fact, us guys usually don't get shit from welfare. It's usually the women that do well on welfare. Us guys usually don't get jack shit except a hard time. In fact,
you know, that's bullshit because, well, by law, that would be illegal, right? And now I understand that family court and child, you know, there can be some disagreements, and I'm sure there's somebody in this fucking crowd, myself included, that has had, well, a fun time with divorce courts and it's once you get into the family court thing in any way, well, so but yeah, they go by, they have like models, you know, you can have so much, you can make so much, your benefits start here, but and you can make a certain amount before they start deducting a little bit, right? You're you have the ability to make money or to have a job, but when you're on a disability income or receiving assistance, once you start earning a certain amount, they look back and reevaluate, right? What, you know, I mean, so there are restrictions, you know. But Vaughn seems to think there's just nothing he can do with his broken body, right? His body is just shattered to fucking shit. And that's sad, right? I mean, even if he couldn't get a job, right? If, you know, say for instance, you know, like, and I get it, you know, some people when they get older, their health gets to a certain point, and no matter whose fault it is, it's kind of hard to get a job, you know, with physical problems or, oh, I could do that, but oh shit, I you know, anyway, there's something, right? And that's okay. We've all, you know, been there. We've all done that and experienced things like that. But then in a way, maybe, you know, not being able to get a job or being unemployable, maybe participating in his children's school, you know, joining the PTA, trying to make a difference in, oh God, can you imagine Von Helton in a PTA meeting? You know, parent-teacher conferences, holy shit. Excuse me. That's got to be funny as fuck, you know? But I'd like to see a teacher ever tell Von Helton to his face that his children might not be prodigies or, you know, might just be like normal kids or something, you know, one day. But hashtag every kid is special, you know. But anyway, let's.
when my boy was found to be disabled, the first thing that welfare did was cut my damn food stamps in half, almost literally in half. You know what it's?
Because Jerry got a check and your income went up to a certain level. Now, whether that's right or wrong isn't the fucking question. The fact is, Jerry got a check. When you're in the system and you're a single father with a certain amount of people, you know, they have a scale, right? Now, if you were to join this local city government or the PTA, you know, and maybe advocate for, I don't know, better social welfare. Wait a second. Oh yeah, you like Trump. But anyway, how's that working for you, Stinky? Still ain't got a job. Trump's gonna create jobs. Yeah, a lot of the, well, you know what? A lot of the country is back to work. I mean, employment is back. I mean, around here, you know, there's, I mean, retail jobs everywhere. You know, 5 years ago there just wasn't. But and just like I said, like when Obama was, you know, economics goes in, you know, things go in cycles, right? Things are good for a while. Things kind of slow down. Things kind of stop. Things kind of, you know, and a lot of times it's more, as far as I'm concerned, it's more of a crapshoot when you're president and when in your presidency does the economy fuck up, right? And how you recover from it, or how you're, you know, so it's kind of a crapshoot, you know. You can't give any one president like credit, you know. I mean, if you got to give him credit for all the good things, you got to give him credit for all the shitty things too, you know. But that's another discussion. But
like trying to go buy groceries when you ain't got enough money on your card to buy them with.
well, that's why you don't go to the Schwann's, man, can be fucking expensive. And those Bob Evans sausages that you like and everything, those can be pretty fucking expensive too. I bought some, Vaughn, right? And sure, if you got a coupon, they're a little cheaper, but you know, I mean,
yeah, I got 3 kids, man.
You got 3 kids,
and they cut my food stamps in half
because Jerry got a check.
To buy groceries now. You know, but see, you trolls.
So if they don't give him food stamps,
because it's not impacting your life.
No.
See if it was impact.
There's a lot of people that watch you, Vaughn, that are actually on assistance, right? Now, I'm not. Well, apparently, according to you, I am. And you're still gonna, you know, I'm still waiting for that phone call to expose me, Vaughn, and have me arrested for fraud. But anyway, there's a lot of people out there, Vaughn, believe it or not, that don't live the life of Riley, that don't live that perfect fucking life, right? That have everyday problems, everyday aches and pains, everyday worries, you know, but nothing like you, because no one has suffered in their life like you, Vaughn. I mean, this is the ultimate nothing is his fault in the entire fucking world video, right? And that's why I'm having so much fun just, I don't know, going through it and
in your life, then it'd be a whole different can of worms then.
yeah.
So, you know, again, let me have your good body.
Wait a second. So when his food stamps gets cut a bit, most likely because Jerry's income that is brought in, Jerry's disability check that is generated, which is considered income, most likely will affect. Yeah, fuck. You live in Kentucky, Vaughn. You guys are the ones that vote for this shit. Okay, so if your food stamps get cut like that as drastically as you say they are, well then, A, you need to stop the way you shop and shop a little bit more, you know, enough with the fucking Schwann's, man, and, you know, the sausage burritos and shit like that. You know what? I think Schneider, the handyman, or a good friend of his, actually made a cooking video, right? To show you actually, it shows actual one of Father Judgment, rest his soul, and Schneider, the handyman's friends, has actually put a video. I think I actually shared it, but if you look, I'm sure you can find it, and I'm sure Schneider, the handyman, would be more than happy to share it and make sure Vaughn sees it. But it's a tutorial about how to actually cook maybe things for your kids, and he has a wonderful spaghetti and meatballs tutorial that is it's healthy. Well, it's healthier than, you know, packaged food that's, you know, chicken nuggets and, you know, microwave pheasant under glass, microwave beef tips from the Schwann's, man. Bob Evans sausages, beans, and various and sundry other things. You know, this video, I mean, well, he chops up like peppers and onions and the sausage and the hamburger meat gravy that's actually made in a pot and not in the microwave and cut open with a plastic bag. And I think Vaughn, you know, could learn from that. And I mean, cooking healthier. Maybe he doesn't know anything, but I mean, well, he does know about the crock pot. So we got to give him that much. He knows how to empty some cans of stuff in a crock pot and turn it on for 6 hours and walk away.
Give you my broken one, and we'll, I'll go out and do whatever the fuck you think I'm supposed to do.
He wants you to give him.
Of course, most of the 55s I know, they're out boating or skiing or fishing or doing shit like that because they've already consigned a return.
Yeah, no shit. Most of the people that he knows are 55 years old are out just boating and camping and hobnobbing around at the country club and fishing and, yeah, there are some 55-year-old people that work their asses off for their entire life to achieve that goal, working or investing, and hooray for them. I mean, good for fucking them if you're able to, but most 55-year-old people I know don't spend their entire day fishing and camping and boating and golfing and stuff. Well, there is that one person, that smooth talking Holly's Customs. He's always flying boats and cars and hose and stuff like that. And he's always flaunting stuff like that. And I know that people like that flaunt their wealth, everything like that. That offends me too, Vaughn, because they work for it. Admittedly, I'm poor, right? I never make any. I mean, I even joke about how poor I am sometimes. I'm on disability. We're on a fixed income here. A lot of people that watch these videos, unbeknownst to Vaughn, are on fixed incomes, right? They or receive disability, or are in a system, or have been in a system, or have experienced things in life that he thinks apply only to him, that he's the only person that has ever experienced these things, right? And he really, well, it never ceases to amaze me how little personal responsibility Vaughn will take or accept for literally anything, even if it's something that doesn't need to be. It's not a big deal, right? And we've all, yeah, that was me, yeah, that was me, well, I mean, everybody's been there, except for Von Helton or Irv, right? Fuck's sakes. Oh, come on.
That's the truth.
It sure is.
I mean, the ads are on TV even. What are 55-year-olds doing? They're playing shuffleboard, or they're out fishing.
Yeah.
Or they're out on the lake.
For people that can afford to go on vacation.
That's what 55-year-olds do.
And retire. Yeah.
But,
But,
like I said, man, hey, I'm more than...
See, he's got this idea of what things are everywhere else and how he's got this, picture in his head about literally what everything is like and how everybody is. And when you get to if you're 55 years old, shoot, you should be out fishing and hunting and being on your boat all day and finding some young pussy and drinking lots of alcohol and having your doctor tell you that your liver's about to shut down. But fuck that, man. Hookers and beer, and just fucking live life and just party on, And even if people can do those things, right? Even if they can physically do those things, doesn't mean they're in the best fucking health.
Willing to swap,
I mean, he's willing to swap
Anything.
with literally anybody. Now, look, if you've got if you're looking to get, look, if you've got some fucking disease, right, or some fucking kind of tumor, or some kind of ailment that just you need to fucking get rid of, right, and they're on your legs, give them to Vaughn, right? Even, no? Okay. Anyway.
Think I'm supposed to be doing?
What do you think
Fair
I'm supposed to be
enough.
doing?
I
Anything.
think that's fair.
I don't think that's fair.
I think
You know, I mean, I don't know. Get a job, be the cashier at the liquor store, you know? At the fucking gas station. Oh, those don't pay much. They pay a lot more than they used to. And if you're on a fixed income, you're only allowed to make so much money to begin with. So, Vaughn, even if your computer company fucking, well, we won't talk about your computer company because that's a fantasy that you had. Just because you create a name and say you do something doesn't mean that's your business. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it's a good deal. You know.
Yeah, good deal.
See, it's real easy to get on the internet and talk shit.
Yes, it is.
Real easy.
Yep.
Wait until you have to lift something and then your fucking back goes out, or your hip goes out.
Hey, dude! You know how many times my back has gone out in my life? You know, Father Judgment, rest his soul, had a bad back. You know what? Schneider the handyman, same thing. He's got a bad back, right? I'll bet you even smooth talking Polly's Customs has some back issues, right? Anybody, when you get to a certain age, yeah, your back's gonna fuck up sometimes, right? Sometimes you're gonna do something, your back's gonna go, nah, not today, right? But Vaughn, you know, if only he had known that chair caused his bad back. Now, I would stand up and show you this chair right now, but I just remembered I'm not wearing any pants. And well, honestly, I seldom wear pants when I'm on camera, so because it's hot and it's summertime and it's humid as fuck. And if I wasn't on camera right now, I wouldn't be wearing this awesome Joe Candace, you know, Christmas T-shirt. I'd be sitting around in my underwear, and I know you really honestly needed to know that, so you're welcome.
Or your fucking legs start aching so bad that you feel like they're gonna burst.
Yeah, you go to the doctor.
Then it ain't so funny.
No, it's not funny. Nobody ever said it was funny. No, it happens to people all the time.
It's easy to get on the internet and talk shit. You know, like I said, man, I think these people threw rocks at people in wheelchairs.
Look, nobody's making fun of people who are handicapped, right? Or disabled, right? I make fun of you and you happen to be disabled, right? But that's not the sole fucking reason. Now he's claiming that we would throw rocks at.
That's what I think these people did.
Yeah, throw rocks at people in wheelchairs.
Because that's the type of person they you know, that's the picture I form in my mind when I look at these scumbags on YouTube and go,
really?
You know, they must have thrown rocks at kids in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. You know, special needs kids, man.
Yeah. We all threw rocks at the fucking kids in wheelchairs and the special need kids, you know? I mean, Vaughn has no idea what some people's background honestly is, right? And we would throw rocks at kids in wheelchairs and the little special needed retarded kids, right? No, Vaughn, right? Dickheads do that and bullies do that, right? Most kids didn't do that, right? I was raised around a lot of that, Vaughn, right? And it was always the stupid fucking kid. There was always some dickhead kid, right? Most likely it would have been you in your neighborhood, right? You know, poking at the fucking, you know, kid that walked funny or some shit. I'm pretty, you know, I mean, everybody did. Everybody made fun of somebody, right, Vaughn? But to tell people that because people get on you or make fun of you, that you equate that to we're the same people that would throw rocks at little kids in wheelchairs, and crippled kids and physically, mentally retarded kids, physically handicapped, mentally handicapped, whatever. So you're saying that that's what we would do, right? Vaughn's always the fucking victim, and now he's equating all this to, well, these are the same people, the people that make fun of him for having swollen feet and a bad back because of his chair, and possible other things that he could sue somebody over, right, to make his millions, right? He's gonna tell you that all the people that everybody that makes fun of Vaughn or criticizes Vaughn not for the fact that he has swollen feet, right? Or maybe some other health problems, like that, because we can all see he's getting pretty chunky. But maybe not the fact that he has, but how he's achieved it. Like hashtag, how much Mountain Dew can you drink in a day, right? How many fucking tasty cakes can you cram in 30 seconds? How many Bob Evans sausages can you chow? We've seen what Vaughn eats. Takes a fucking pizza that comes, like a regular small pizza, and just folds it, and then just starts gumming the fuck out of it, right? Well, he's a meat and potatoes guy. No, strictly, no vegetables for him, because that causes sharding, right? We already know, he's wearing a diaper, and yes, you need more assistance,
Throw rocks at him. I actually defended somebody back when I was younger.
Well, good for you, Vaughn.
There was a special needs boy in school, and people were literally throwing things at him, and I literally stood in between him and people throwing stuff.
Bullshit, Vaughn. You were probably the kid throwing.
That's what it takes to be a real person.
Oh, God.
But see, you trolls and haters wouldn't know anything about that, would you? No, you wouldn't.
Fuck you, Vaughn. I've been around more physically and mentally challenged, disabled, whatever the fucking word is these days. Don't want to say retarded because that's offensive. But you have no idea the background I had in my earlier fucking days. Myself and some other people I know, right? And had it not been for the Army throwing fucking money in my face when I'm 17 years old, going, join the artillery, here's a bonus check, most likely would have gone in another direction, right? But a lot of people are very familiar with handicapped people, special needs kids, right? The kids that sit around all day and just you put dolls on their fucking, there's some really, some of the special needs kids in the school system, it's pretty much a babysitting service because there's not a whole lot that child's ever going to be able to do. But there's new teaching methods that, getting a special needs child to, I remember one time, like 3 weeks, right, to get this little kid, like 6 years old, right, to do a 3-piece puzzle, right? And that was an amazing accomplishment, and he was congratulated, and he knew that he had done a good thing. He had learned a skill. I mean, not a skill to me and you, but he did something that 3 weeks earlier, there was no possible way we ever thought he would do it, right? But he learned, you know what I'm saying? So learning is different, right? But just to equate people that make fun of you because why you have swollen feet, most likely, why your back's fucked up, and no, Vaughn, it's not because of your chair. Your chair will give you a fucking case of flat ass. You feel like when your ass falls asleep, Sure, when you get up, oh, my ass hurts, right? And that's fine, right? But your back, your chair didn't. See, you blame literally everything on something. You blaming your bad back on an inanimate object, a fucking chair. Well, at least it's not Jerry, Wow, this says I have 10 viewers. I wonder how many thumbs down I got. I got people that don't like me now and stuff like that, I think some of them actually think that I want Von Helton off the air. And there could be nothing farther from the fucking truth. I am not one of these people that wants Vaughn off the air. I want Vaughn to continue and fucking thrive. I want him to make as many videos. I like it just watching Von Helton talk and say stupid shit. And sometimes the stupid shit is funny, right? Sometimes the stupid shit is bizarre. Sometimes it's, sometimes it's pretty fucking offensive and you get pissed off, right? And that's the beautiful thing. Sometimes it makes you laugh. Sometimes it makes you cry. Sometimes it makes you angry. Sometimes it's unintentional comedy. You just never know what the fuck's going to happen with this guy, you know? And now we find out that the reason he has a bad back is because of that darn chair.
But anyways, I just said I had, you know, it was dawning on me, you know, that maybe I ought to make a deal with you, Charles.
Yeah.
If you give me your good body, your unbroken body, I'll give you my broken body.
Well, and you wouldn't last a fucking week in my fucking body. That's how much of a pussy you are.
You think I don't want to be out there running laps? You think I don't
want
to be out there
playing
ball with my kids?
Yeah,
you think I don't want to be out there making tons of money? Of course I do.
Of course he does.
But I can't do it.
You can't do that.
But if you give me your healthy body, I can.
So if you donate all your healthy body and all your healthy organs, Von Helton will be able to play ball with his kids, run laps, prosper financially, and God willing, or if God's willing, find himself a suitable mate that's in her early to mid-20s that is able to still bear children. And hopefully, God, this one isn't so stupid. Maybe give a little bit more of a effort on the brain, gods and stuff. Maybe some bigger tits and a real personality. I think those are things Vaughn pray to. I mean, if I was Vaughn, that's what I would pray for. You know, if the only way Vaughn can find a suitable woman is through the gods, right? And let's still hope that Christina Blackfeather's curse has been thwarted. Vaughn does have the Elder Scrolls working for him now, so I think Christina Blackfeather is definitely headed down exposure alley, and she will soon be cast off as well as an evil demon into the outer realm. Auf Wiedersehen, Christina Blackfeather. It was nice knowing you, but you know, you played around on the dark side. And I'm sure Vaughn's going to get his way once he finds out your real last name. He just might even know that, you know. And vanquishing the foes.
Maybe the gods will make a swap.
Yeah, the gods are going to do a little bit of swap.
Your healthy body, and you can have my broken one. Does that sound cool to you?
Who wants to swap
like
bodies with Vaughn?
I'm willing to make a deal. Hey, Daramu, I've come to make a bargain.
Daramu, I've come to make a bargain. You know, he makes these like references to some fucking weird fucking god thing, paganish or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be, you know. Could that be Lord of the Realm? I mean, he's already into the whole comic book fucking fantasy bullshit, you know. I mean, on Punisher, the Supreme, fuck. Now, you know, he's, you know, calling on some other fucking god, making some fucking reference that, you know, he's like, well, why wouldn't you know this reference to why I'm calling this specific god?
Hey, Dormammu, I've come to make a bargain.
Hey, I'm coming to make a bargain.
You know, you give me.
I got something for you today. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice bargain for you. Gotta tell you. It's a one of a kind. My cousin Mikey he hooked me up with this, you know, so you know it's legit, right? My cousin Mikey hooked me up, right? And we got this deal for you. You can't resist this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take this guy's fucked up legs, right? And we're gonna switch him with some people. You know what I'm saying? So,
Your healthy body, I'll tell you, I'll give you my broken one, and then if you want to get on YouTube, oh, Von Helton needs to go out and get a job. I'll go and get two of the motherfuckers.
yeah, absolutely. You get Von Helton some brand new fucking legs
and your
good back.
I'll gladly go out and
He'll
get
go out and get
three jobs, maybe.
Fuck, even 3 jobs. Damn.
But I sure as hell won't be sitting there.
But it won't be. Oh, you won't.
No, I won't.
No.
But like I said, it's easy to get on the internet and talk shit.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because everybody's so fucking healthy to begin with. Nobody has a stroke.
Real easy.
Except you, Vaughn.
You know.
Yeah, because
I can get on here and say, I can get on here and say that, I can do the quarter mile in 6 seconds.
No, you can't.
I could say that shit.
Yeah.
But my swollen feet and legs say otherwise.
Even if you didn't have swollen, look, dude. Even if you didn't have swollen legs and feet, you couldn't do the fucking.
You trolls want to swap me bodies and give me your healthy one. I give you my broken one. Hey, I'm all for that shit, man. I'll be more than happy to make the swap.
He'll switch it up for you, man.
Just let me know
Punisher,
where you're
time
at,
for the Punisher.
God set it all up, man. We'll swap bodies. I get your healthy body. I'll go out here and fucking join the Kentucky Marathon.
Oh,
the Kentucky Marathon starting up.
Look, yeah, if you swap bodies with Vaughn today only, if you swap bodies with Vaughn, he promises to run the Kentucky Marathon. That sounds fair to me. I mean, there's got to be somebody out there that's just, I want to see Vaughn run the fucking marathon, right? With healthy legs, but still Vaughn running. I think that would be funny as fuck. But even if it's photoshopped, I don't fucking care.
So,
he seems to think that, in
September, we got a marathon here in Kentucky starting up.
So hurry up, everybody. Hurry up. Hurry. Your chances are limited. Time is running out. They got a Kentucky Marathon coming up. Vaughn needs some fucking new legs. Who's up for a fucking transplant? Come on, people. We can do this. We can have a marathon telethon. We can have a legathon for Vaughn, right? I think a special legathon for Vaughn. A legathon for Vaughn could raise awareness, maybe a few bucks, right? For Vaughn to get some new legs, right? Maybe bribe somebody to give up their perfectly good legs, or some of you people out there that are trolls that would, throw rocks at crippled kids, maybe some of you that maybe are in a little bit of the criminal element, know how to find some, I can get you a pair of healthy legs, give me a week, time's running out. I'm surprised. Supply and demand, people. You let us know you need those healthy legs. Somewhere along the pipeline, I'm sure we can make that happen. Let's make that happen, everybody. Vaughn needs new legs. Vaughn's Legathon 2018. Let's make this more popular than the Jerry Lewis Telethon ever was and ever could have ever hoped to be. Let's take this national, people. For Vaughn, his legs, the marathon. Let's make this happen.
If I get your healthy body before the marathon starts, I'll go in the fucking marathon.
Yeah.
I will. I'll even videotape that shit.
We'll videotape it for you, Vaughn.
All you got to do is give me your healthy legs, your healthy back, and your good hip.
Yep, and your good hip. Oh, you got to have all of them.
Just like quick. Sure will. I'll videotape that shit and everything.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we'll take care of that for you, Vaughn.
Will.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Right? Yeah. Easy to get on here and talk shit when you ain't got no broken body. You know.
What is it?
Now, how did my legs get all fucked up like this? Well, it could be exposure to depleted uranium. It could be the fact that I worked 3 fucking jobs a day that damn near killed my ass.
That's right, folks. Depleted uranium. Also, part of the reason he doesn't have teeth is fluorinated water. Ohio's overly fluorinated water causes a lot of people in Ohio to lose their teeth. So, good personal hygiene and brushing and flossing doesn't necessarily help in Ohio because of the fluorinated water. So just remember that.
You know, it could be a whole host of things, man. I could have been exposed to some kind of toxin while I was out gallivanting all over the United States.
What kind of toxin?
It's untelling.
What is it, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toxin?
I'm dealing
stuff?
with the situation I've got as best as I can.
What?
And that's just the way it is. But yeah.
He's making it sound like he's got some sort, he's been exposed to something. Has to be something. There has to be an explanation why his feet are swollen. There has to be another explanation why his hip is fucked up. There has to be another, well, we know why his back is fucked up. That's the chair. Okay. So we know that, right? But I'm sure it had something to do with that too, right? That damn CERN.
I know you guys have seen the ads on TV. 55-year-olds, they show these 55-year-olds. What are they doing? They're fishing.
Yeah, if you can afford to go fishing.
Or they're, you know, camping out with friends, you know.
Yeah.
They're not sitting there busting their ass working hard.
Because they're on vacation.
Early retirement.
Or they're on early retirement.
You can start your retirement at 50.
Some people start to retirement at 50. Some people start to retirement earlier than somebody else, right? Mandatory retirement is not a fucking thing anywhere, right? I mean, in some companies, sure, you get to a certain point, you're going to say, look, we don't feel comfortable with you working anywhere. You're old as fuck, right? But just because you're a certain age, Vaughn, I mean, dude, there's like this 80-some-year-old man down this, not too far from here, that works at a liquor store, right? Sure, he's a cashier at a liquor store, right? But he's 80-some years old, and he still goes to work every fucking day. This guy walks with a fucking walker, right? Takes public transportation. Now, I know Manchester wouldn't have that, but you got some of your mom's vehicles, unless you crash those again and had Obama black eyes. But anyway.
Did you know that? You can. It's true. Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
I'm 55.
He's 55 years old, so he knows so much shit.
Give up just yet.
He just hasn't chosen. He's only semi-retired. Yeah, he hasn't chosen quite to give up yet. He's only 55 fucking years old. Shit, he's only semi-retired. Like I said before, retired from what? Right? I can be 65 years old. I'm retired from nothing. I'll be 59 years old in December, right? When I'm not retired from anything, you know. I get disability, you know, I get certain, you know, but I'm not retired, right? Retired, you know, from what? I haven't retired from anything, right? One day I will retire from life, you know. Right? Other than, you know, no. People that have, like, I know people, retired teachers, retired firefighters, retired service members, retired baseball players, retired athletes, retired, you know, whatever. Vaughn's never retired. What the fuck do you have to retire from, Vaughn? Serious. What the fuck do you have to retire from? Now, I'm not...
Who say that I should have been working all this time. Well,
doing something. Make yourself useful.
Good legs.
No, you don't need necessarily good legs.
What? We'll see how that works out for you.
The fuck?
Where you wake up in the middle of the night, because your legs are so swollen that they're throbbing in pain. How would you like to have that, Trolls?
I've had that. You know
Maybe
what?
the
I'll
gods
bet
can
you
make
there's.
that happen.
I think there's more than one of us out there that have woken up the night before with some fucking terrible leg pain or some terrible fucking back pain. You can't go to sleep. You know, it's just fucking annoying as fuck. It fucking hurts, right? He wants to beseech the gods that you have this, so he knows how, so you know how he feels.
For you.
You know?
Where you wake up in the middle of the night in pain because your legs are so swollen, you feel like they're going to literally
stop drinking
open.
Mountain Dew all the time.
You want that shit? Maybe the gods can arrange that for you.
Yeah, maybe
and
the gods
in the meantime,
can.
I get your good legs.
Yeah, maybe the gods can just, you know.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, just the gods can
I think
fuck
that's
you
fair
up to
trade.
make it fair, man. The gods can give me your good
Right.
legs, you know, so I can go out and be prosperous.
Agent Orange, Agent Orange,
crap.
I think was.
Now we're gonna get into the fun shit, right? We're still maybe halfway through this fucking video. We may or may not finish this video, but seriously, you know, Vaughn seems to think that his physical struggles in life, his physical ailments, his limitations, right, are literally unknown fucking things. The doctor doesn't know what's fucking wrong. They can't figure out why Vaughn has swollen feet. They can't figure out nothing why something's wrong with him because he's healthy as a horse. Excuse me. My throat got a little bit parched for a second there. I had to take a sip of coffee. I feel better. But forgot what I was saying, but I feel better. So, oh, come on.
A bit before my
time. Yeah.
I think that would.
We're, you know, literally everything, you know, there's no, but now we're going to find out that Vaughn might have contracted Agent Orange. That's always a possibility that we have to look out for.
It's Vietnam War. But you know what? You never fucking know. You never know these days what the fuck you're being exposed to.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we got barium coming out of the fucking sky.
Yeah.
There's fucking barium in the air. Have you ever Googled barium to find out what it does to human beings?
I've had a barium.
It's not pleasant. Barium
enemas can be kind of pleasant. Well, in a funny kind of way.
And the barium is shitty towards humans, man.
Oh, yeah.
It is. You ought to Google that. If you get a chance, Google that.
Google barium.
Google barium. Find out what it does.
Absolutely. Do it.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
Do it. No, it
But
sucks.
no, Agent Orange was a little bit before my time.
Wow, something was before Vaughn's time. Agent Orange.
You know, that was Vietnam era. But
yeah, that was Vietnam.
You never know. Now, we had on our tanks what's called a Sabo round.
Oh,
now, the Sabo round used depleted uranium in order to pierce a.
You don't carry a Sabo round around just in a fucking tank, right? They just don't have one. They're operated properly. No, you're not going to get exposed to depleted uranium from a Sabo round unless it, I don't know, maybe fucking explodes or some shit like that. Or you're gonna no.
Pierce an enemy tank. So I was exposed to depleted uranium at least a small amount.
Yeah, he saw a Sabo round, so he was exposed to depleted uranium. That could be why Vaughn has shitty health.
I don't know why my feet and legs are swollen.
Yeah, it couldn't be the Mountain Dew.
I asked them, is it gout? They said, nope.
Nope,
I said, is it poor circulation? Run the dye through my body? Nope, no poor circulation anywhere. My heart checks out fine. My kidneys check out fine. My liver checks out fine. Everything checks out fine.
Diabetes,
but for some reason, my legs are all swollen up. Could it be water retention?
Could be water retention. Could be water retention. You know what I'm saying? If you take some water pills sometimes, you know, after a few days, you're going to pee a little bit more, you know, but you know, we've all retained a little bit of water. You know what I'm saying? We've all retained some water. So, you know, taking water pills can, you know, if done correctly, can also help you lose a little bit of weight, at times, ladies.
Even if it was water retention, I can't take a water pill because a water pill lowers your blood pressure, and my blood pressure is already low.
Low blood pressure. Now, I have pretty high blood pressure, right? High enough blood pressure where I take high blood pressure medication. So I know what blood pressure and stuff. Now, I'm not a scientist, and I know this isn't, but low blood pressure to me would be, I don't know, lack of seriously, literally doing anything. Your body just kind of slows down and says, fuck it.
Which means if I take blood pressure medicine or a water pill on top of that, I'm gone. Yeah. So we don't want to do that.
Can't do that.
Don't want to do that.
No, no.
But, but I was just milling this around in my head.
Yeah, Vaughn might have fucking Agent Orange.
The trolls are real quick to get on the internet and talk shit about me. We used to have a saying years ago. I don't know if it's still around, but we used to say it back when I was growing up. Don't talk shit about somebody until you've walked a mile in their shoes.
Right. Don't talk shit about somebody until you walked a mile in their shoes. Now, admittedly, he fucked up that saying. I think we've all seen that. I see something to the effect of that. There was an old Indian moccasin prayer or something like that. There's different variations of, don't judge somebody until you know more about them. That whole, but Vaughn, even something as simple as that, he fucked that up too. But don't judge Vaughn unless you've never been poor in your life. Never, everybody's got perfect legs and all of his trolls have perfect legs and bodies that function at a high fucking capacity. Leaving Vaughn to suffer with bad knees, bad hip, swollen feet. Could be the depleted uranium. It could be Agent Orange, as we're to find out in a little bit. The doctors are stumped to why Vaughn has swollen feet. This has got to be in a medical journal. I want to see this. I know it's got to be out there somewhere, about mysterious swollen feet / Mountain Dew.
Now, that doesn't mean literally walk a mile in their shoes. What it means,
we know what it means,
is put yourself in that person's place before you try to judge them. That's what it means.
Well, see, that's what Vaughn, Vaughn okay, now that is good sound advice. Put yourself in that place, in that person's place. I think a lot of times people can actually put themselves in certain situations or actually be able to not put themselves in certain situations as to said other fucking things to actually, well.
And these trolls have never got the memo.
Yeah.
These trolls and haters on YouTube and Google Plus, they never got the message.
No, none of us.
They never got the memo.
No.
Their parents were failures, okay? Keep that in mind. Their parents were failures.
Well, mine pretty much.
Because if their parents had done their job right, would they be trolling people on the internet?
Yeah, if your parents did their jobs right, you wouldn't be trolling Von Helton on the internet. Breaking fucking news. If your parents would have raised you right, if your parents would have done their job the way they were supposed to, you wouldn't be trolling Von Helton right now. You wouldn't be a hater. You'd be pro Von Helton. You'd be pro Stinky. You'd be pro Irv. You'd be everything that was the Punisher. You'd be just for that so much. If only your parents had done their fucking job. They're failures. Mine pretty much were, but
no, because their parents would have taught them that it's wrong to do shit like that. Okay, so their parents were failures.
My parents had no fucking idea, nor did they want to know anything about the fucking internet. So, yeah.
Never mind. It's important.
It's important.
Your uncle is the same way with swollen legs, and the doctors believe it was Agent Orange. Oh, really? Fuck. I reckon I ought to go get that checked out.
I gotta get that checked out, Vaughn. You might have Agent Orange.
I thought, you know, as far as I knew, Agent Orange was Vietnam era shit. But I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much fine.
You know, if your uncle's the same way.
Yeah. If his uncle might have Agent Orange, I might have Agent Orange.
Interesting.
You know, oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Wow.
I'll definitely look into it.
You know, I've met people that are still challenging VA or whoever for claims of Agent Orange and other things from Vietnam era. So I've seen a lot of these people, and some of them actually, when they have to go up like to the federal building to talk to the benefits department, the people that take the claims, and you got to talk to them, and you got to take depositions, and you have to have all your records and shit like that. Yeah, I've talked to a couple of people. One guy, I met this one lady 3 different times, right? Twice, she had to come by herself without her husband because he was in a wheelchair. His health was that fucking bad, right? So, you know, there are people that are still struggling to get, some, I don't know why, but some people, I don't know situations, and it's a sad thing that happens. But Vaughn's just coming out like saying, you know what, my legs are swollen, my hips fucked up and everything. Maybe I have Agent Orange. I mean,
I look into it because the doctors are baffled. They really are baffled.
They can't figure out why Vaughn's.
We went down the list of shit that it could be.
Yeah.
My heart's fine. The first thing, whenever you put swollen legs in a Google search, first thing you find, congestive heart failure. You go
diabetes.
Die, fucker. Went to the doctor, said, "Hey, doc, if I got congestive heart failure, am I going to die?" He said, "No, man, you're fine. Your heart's fine. Liver's fine. Kidneys are fine." Yeah, everything. But they told me, they said, aside from you not having any energy, everything about you is just fine. I said, well, I can use a lot of energy. Didn't tell them how or why. But anyway.
Whoa. Vaughn is without a woman. Vaughn's he tells him how he exerts his energy. Very low energy, except for certain times. Right? Did you catch that? And then gets all fucking excited and everything, about how he exerts himself just fine at times, I mean, that Fallout 4 fucking porn must be fucking hot as fuck, man. I gotta tell you. Gotta check that out sometimes, because if he gets that fucking excited, because that's pretty much the only physical activity that boy does, right?
It's they're like we can't figure it out. We don't have an answer.
Nope. Couldn't be that Mountain Dew.
Oh well. I guess we'll figure.
If you're watching this video, the one where he's doing this thing about, he's got this plate, right? And we always, we just, it drives us crazy when he eats and stuff like that. It just drives the fucking trolls crazy. But he's got a giant fucking puddle of ketchup and a giant puddle of mustard, it looks like. And then, I don't know, what could be about 6 to 8 peas or something like that. I'm just wondering what the fuck that giant fucking puddle of ketchup and mustard was for. I mean, and is he going to, lick it off the plate? Well, I mean, it's you'll have to chew it, so I mean, that can't be fucking hard, but I don't know.
Figure it out eventually. It was Vietnam era, but you never know. That's right. Yeah, you never know.
Vietnam era, but
who knows
in
what
the
I was
80s
exposed to? You never know. Never fucking know.
God, he wants to attach himself to literally anything there might be.
Something I can truthfully say I never got checked out for, so I'll look into it.
Well,
I don't know how that.
Vaughn never got checked out for Agent Orange. Fuck, I never did either, right? How many of you got checked out for Agent Orange? Show of hands.
Hell, you test for something like that, but
How do you test for
I'll see
Agent
what
Orange?
I can find out.
I'll go up to the hospital.
And if it is Agent Orange, that means I got some money coming, don't I?
Yeah.
Huh?
He's willing to, he's got a smile on his face. Hey, if I have Agent Orange, I get a bunch of money. People with Agent Orange get really fucking sick, right? Now you can Google it and effects of Agent Orange and what it's done to certain people, other chemicals and stuff like that, you know. But Vaughn's when he finds out that if he has Agent Orange, he gets to get a bunch of money. There's got to be a lawsuit in there somewhere, right? No, there's not, you know. But he's happy. You mentioned payday, right? That's how you're gonna make your money, Vaughn. Boom, right there. Get Agent Orange. They're gonna have to pay you a bunch of money. What the fuck? Yeah, get Agent Orange.
It's
Get
proven
payday.
that it's Agent Orange. I got some money coming to me.
Yeah, if I got Agent Orange, I got money coming.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Because obviously Agent Orange wouldn't be my fault.
Yeah, if he had Agent Orange, it wouldn't be his fault. Not like he drank it on
Well,
accident.
you give me something to think about, Justin.
Oh, yeah,
I'll have to look
absolutely.
into that.
Vaughn needs to get checked out for Agent Orange. Jesus.
Definitely have to look
fuck.
into that shit.
God.
Your uncle's going through the same thing.
Yeah, my uncle's got swollen feet. And he's probably not mentioning that his uncle's probably older, maybe, I don't know, might have other health issues that cause swollen feet, you know, swollen muscles, you know, a gambit of things, right?
What about that?
What about that? What
All right, guy.
What happens if I got Agent Orange? Fuck yeah, man. I get Agent Orange, I'll get all that goddamn money, and I'll be able to sue all the trolls, send them to federal prison. Yeah. And I'll be able to be a bounty hunter, do it all legal and everything. And if they resist me, I can slap them around a little bit.
So I just,
Something to think about, man. Something to think about. You know, if I get Agent Orange,
I just,
what I'll do with that money. He's got dollar signs running in his fucking head right now. He's got dollar signs running in his fucking head right now, wondering how much money he can get if he gets fucking Agent Orange.
Criticize somebody unless you walk a mile in their shoes.
Oh yeah, you go. Don't criticize people who walk a mile in their shoes.
Then you would have a right to criticize.
Yeah,
if somebody's got swollen feet and legs, a bad back, and a hip about to
criticize them,
and they have every right to criticize me, I reckon.
Okay, well, people don't criticize Vaughn because he has swollen feet. People don't criticize Vaughn because he's got a bad back and bad hips, stuff like that. I mean, it's chairs. It was his old chair's fault. We know that. The melon was Jerry's fault, but his bad back is because of the chair. You have to remember that. It was the chair. The chair didn't necessarily cause the Agent Orange. Well, the chair caused the Agent Orange. Or the chair, somewhere along the line, there's a chair and there's Agent Orange involved. And whenever you have a chair and you have Agent Orange involved, you got a lawsuit. Yes, you do, folks. You've got a lawsuit, and Vaughn's got dollar signs in his fucking head. Vaughn is willing to die a slow and painful fucking death. So he gets that paycheck, that payday, just like those atheists get from the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds when they spread out that atheist check. Vaughn's going to get his check. The gods are going to release financial gain to Von Helton through Von Helton contracting Agent Orange. The gods really work in mysterious ways. Vaughn was really right about that. And I mean,
right? Yeah.
He's got fucking dollar signs running in his head. Agent Orange, payday. Looking. Come on. Little gravy fucking train wheels.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, what?
They did tests on your uncle in the Navy and he ended up brain dead. Holy fuck. That,
yeah, sometimes when people are in a hospital and they have a test to see if they're brain dead, you know, I mean, if they're brain dead, it's called a test, you know. When people go to, anyway, there's a test to see if you're brain dead. Anyway.
You're scaring the hell out of me.
Yeah, now Vaughn's really scared, man. Oh my God.
Damn. You ended up brain dead after doing some tests on him?
A couple of tests on him and he ended up brain dead.
He's still in the military mental hospital in Cortland. Wow.
Oh, I know where that one is.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
That's fucked up, man.
Well, I guess somebody's gonna get rich off that shit.
Yeah, now he's going with this too. There's only some guys in the mental. Oh, he's gonna get rich when he gets out of the mental hospital.
Oh, that was Vietnam as well.
That was Vietnam as well. Oh, there's still some people in mental hospitals that experience Vietnam. And I know some people that experience Vietnam.
Like I said, man, you never know what the fuck your life will run into these days, man. I mean, this one messed up world that CERN has flung us into.
Yeah, he's thrown CERN into it.
Keep in mind, this is not the real deal. This is something that CERN has flung us into.
This whole thing right now, this whole hubbub
portals that CERN keeps talking
about. CERN keeps turning us through that portal in time. Now
we're in an alternate universe where everything's all fucked up. I saw a picture
fucked up.
Just
you saw a
yesterday
picture the other day
of a boa constrictor or a python that was all white except for its head. Boa constrictor
or a python.
Which is unusual in and of itself, because if the snake is white, usually the head's white too, right? Well, but this one had a white body, dark colored head, and normal colored head. But the splotches on its back, instead of being a snake pattern, looked like pictures of a gopher hole. And it had these gopher hole looking patterns all over its white body. And I'm like, that's got to be Photoshop, right? I mean, gopher holes for a pattern? Gotta be Photoshop, right? No. I Googled it. It's a particular type of python, and that is its legitimate color pattern.
Yeah, because some animals are different colored and different stripes and different patterns.
That's gotta be a fucking Mandela effect.
Oh, got the Mandela effect in here,
people.
Has to be Mandela effect.
I don't remember ever hearing of a snake that had gopher holes for a pattern.
No,
never. That's a new one on me.
Now, Vaughn claims this python, or he mentioned two different kinds of snakes, but anyway, this large snake has patterns that look like gopher holes. Now, I've lived in areas that had lots of gopher holes, right? I picture a hole with some dirt around it, you know, maybe in some grass, or maybe not in some grass, or some weeds, or just open dirt, you know, but that's pretty much, I'm trying to picture what gopher holes on a snake look like, the pattern itself, you know, spots with brown foofy things around. I don't know. No. But anyway.
So, yeah, this is a very, very strange world.
It is a strange world.
Has flung us into.
CERN has fucked us up again.
No
man. They keep turning on them machines and twisting up those turbines.
Not even close.
Now, Vaughn's talking about swollen feet. Now, this is at the 21-minute, 19-second mark, right? Vaughn's got a Mountain Dew Code Red can shoved up to his fucking, that thing that he speaks out of, that food receptacle, right? Swollen feet much? There it is. You know, nothing. Now, I am not a health nut. I'm not, you know, I mean, I don't eat health, you know, but my daily activity, my diet wouldn't scream. Well, there's some people that would, depending on how much of a health food nut you are and stuff like that. But to the average person, my diet wouldn't scream fucking diabetes, you know, or, you know, heart disease, you know. I mean, shoving frozen pizzas and processed shit in a bag that you throw into a microwave, gallons a week. I'll bet you Vaughn goes through a case of Mountain Dew, and I'd like to say 2 days, right? I'll bet you Vaughn could go through 24 fucking Mountain Dews in 2 days, and that's being fucking. And I don't really honestly care, but that could be a reason, partially, you know, of swollen feet, weight gain, you know. If you're not retaining water, man, and you're just getting plain out fat, and your titties are getting bigger too, you know. Anyway, there went a moth, but
not even close.
Yeah, as he sucks on a Mountain Dew.
Gopher holes.
Gopher holes.
As a pattern on the back of a snake.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Gopher holes on a snake.
I think they called it the Pied Python.
Pied
P-I-E-D.
The Pied Piper.
Like Pied Piper.
The Pied Piper.
But I think it's a Pied Python or Pied
Constrictor. Python Piper.
I forget what
from
it is.
Pittsburgh.
But yeah, has pictures of gopher holes.
Pictures
on
of
his
gopher
back
holes on his
as a pattern. Like, what the fuck? I first seen that, I said, that's got to be Photoshop.
No, but he investigated it, and it wasn't Photoshop. There were real gopher holes on that snake.
Crazy,
man. Crazy.
What a strange world we live in.
It is a strange world we live in.
Most assuredly.
Rest assuredly. Rest assuredly. This is a strange, strange world we live in, people. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. I mean, for fuck's sake. If this wasn't a strange, if this wasn't a strange world, then there wouldn't be no such thing as a Mandela effect and stuff. And we know that that's already been proven because the government is changing the way we remember things to fuck with us people. They changed the box on Tony Tiger. They changed the box on Fruit Loops, Rice Krispies, Lucky Charms. They even changed it on Alphabet cereal. The Fruit Loops cartoon is a conspiracy. Tony Tiger's in on the conspiracy. Kellogg's is a big conspirator in this whole thing. Kellogg's and General Mills are in cahoots with the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, probably Karl Marx as well. As we all know, Karl Marx is always doling out those big atheist checks for anybody that'll delve into that darkness. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great, Justin. I appreciate all that.
Ron's just
appreciate all that.
Counting them fucking dollar signs.
But
if he's got Agent Orange, man, it's going to be a lucky day jackpot.
Seriously, I'm going to look.
Yeah, he's going to look to find out if he's got Agent Orange.
Yeah. Then obviously it wasn't anything I've done, right?
No.
So, I'll look into that. I will. Thank you. Because I would have never dreamed Agent Orange would have even been a factor, right?
Because it's not Vaughn.
And if it is Agent Orange,
no,
I got money coming.
Oh yeah, if he's got Agent Orange, man, it's going to be. Oh man, he's going to. If Vaughn has Agent Orange, not only will he be able to sue the trolls, the haters, and naysayers, and put everybody in fucking federal prison with a high-priced attorney, not just a regular attorney, but a high-priced attorney, he'll be able to afford to go golfing and boating and camping and going on those luxury cruises, just like all those other 55-year-old people do, you know? Because Vaughn wants to live La Vida Loco. Doesn't care. Oh, my God. If you go, look, if you're watching this, and I think it says there's 9 people, my fucking nose is. Anyway, if you're watching this right now, if you're watching this video and you're playing along, the video that we're talking about, if you go to exactly 23 seconds, or excuse me, 23 minutes and 1 second. 23 minutes and 1 second. I want you to stop it right there and take a look at that face. A face only a mother could love, right? Yvonne, I don't make fun of you because you have swollen feet. I don't care if you have swollen feet. I don't make fun of you because you got a bad back. I don't care. There's other things for you, for me, to have fun with you about, Yvonne, without going to the fact that you seem to not understand why your feet are swollen, and neither can the doctors. It's a mystery thing. And the fact that you believe it might be Agent Orange, and you have a smile on your face with the prospect that you might have contracted Agent Orange sometimes that 9 months when you were in the Army, you know, because they had them fucking special heat-seeking, armor-piercing bullet, you know, round things on your tank. They had uranium in it. You know what? You know what I like to say about that, too? You know, you walk by a microwave oven and you got a pacemaker on. You ever notice how that pacemaker starts making you dance like a monkey? I mean, do you know how many people worked with sabot rounds in the Army? And I never did personally. I wasn't in the armor. We didn't have a round like that in the artillery. But the amount of people that would have had to have been exposed after the fact that the Army actually acknowledged Agent Orange, after a certain, I mean, the fact that it exists or whatever. But the amount of people that were still working with sabot rounds, you know, armor-piercing rounds, you know, things like that. The amount of people that probably most, you see, every person that's ever worked on tanks, everybody in the armor, right? Anybody that's ever ridden in a tank, driven a tank, been part of a tank crew, you know, whether it was an M6, an old M60A3 tank, you know, an Abrams tank, you know, if you've ever been around a tank, or most likely walked by a fucking track park, you know, where they had tanks, you might want to get tested for Agent Orange. Because if Vaughn contracted Agent Orange from being inside of a tank, because we all know they would keep sabot rounds, things like that, just tucked away inside of the tank all the time, because it's such a safety thing, and it's just something that people would do to begin with, you know. Well, you know, make sure you get checked out for Agent Orange, you know, because the last thing this country needs is another epidemic. And let's wipe out this epidemic before it gets started. So spread the word, tell all your friends. Let's make this a grassroots. Let's make this a grassroots effort. Let's all join hands. Everybody touch your computer screen, touch your device as you're speaking right now, and let's make a solemn oath and a solemn promise to help fight Agent Orange epidemic. Warn people about the effects of Agent Orange. Tell them they might have Agent Orange. Who knows? And we're also, and don't forget the Healthy Legathon. We're raising awareness, so maybe somebody can donate some healthy legs, maybe a healthy back, maybe a healthy hip, so we can get Vaughn into the Kentucky Marathon. You know, time's running out on that, ladies and gentlemen. If we can get, and I know we can do this, people. I know we can do this. If we can get enough people to volunteer their time, their effort, and their good hearts to find a way for Irv to get them healthy legs. And because we know the gods ain't helping him too much. He's pretty much all fucked now. The only chance he has is us, is you, is just me. Now let's just raise awareness. Let's make that grassroots effort. Let's find him that healthy pair of legs. Let's find him that healthy hip. Let's find him that good back. And let's put Irv in the Kentucky Marathon this year, ladies and gentlemen. I know that's a fucking that's something that it's reachable. It's hard. Some people might say it's impossible, but I think we can do it. I think we can raise awareness and raise the limbs and organs that Vaughn desperately needs so he can participate and possibly win the Kentucky Marathon. Because as a former athlete and a martial artist all those years, it won't take Vaughn that much time to whip himself back into shape after all those major surgeries he's done. I bet you he can do it 2 to 3 weeks maximum. The time's running out, ladies and gentlemen. We need healthy legs. We need healthy backs, you know, healthy. And don't just tell us you're healthy. We want some medical records. We want this. We want this to work. We want to put Von Helton in the Kentucky Marathon this year. So next year when he's running, he can be running, defending his championship that he won this year for being the Kentucky State Marathon. And the only way that can happen, ladies and gentlemen, the doctors can't figure out what the problem is. The gods are no fucking working. They're just not working for him right now. Maybe the gods are on vacation. Maybe the gods just aren't listening. Maybe gods, well, Vaughn, maybe you're really not the God's teacher's pet. But you know what? There are people out there right now that are willing to help. We're willing to find a way. We're willing to raise awareness, and we want to help get you some healthy legs, a healthy back, a healthy hip. Raise your energy and make Kentucky proud. Not only your state of Kentucky, but the great county of Clay, the great city and metropolis of Manchester will hail you as a hero for our time. So let's start finding a way to get the word out. Healthy legs for Vaughn. Help him run the marathon. Anyway, that's all I got. Pretty much done. Thanks for watching. Looks like there's 8 people still watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I am sorry I didn't get into the side chat, but being a little bit retarded myself, I forgot to do one thing, which totally made it so I couldn't like look at the side chat the way I wanted to, the way I'd be comfortable. And so anyway, I'm going to say goodbye now, and hope you guys have a splendid, splendid, splendid day. A better day than yesterday, and a better day tomorrow, and better days ahead for all. Remember, folks, somebody told me one time something I'll never forget, and I'd like to share that with you before we leave. And I'd really like to be serious, because when people tell me really serious things, sometimes people think I'm just here to fuck off and make jokes and stuff. But I was just reminded a little bit ago about something that I always remember that somebody told me, somebody really wise told me years ago, that I will never forget. And through great humility and well, I think an honor because sharing this story, because I think it's something that we can all learn from, because it's something that I've never forgotten personally. And when I share things like this that I'll never forget, it warms my heart. At times makes me pee a little, but it makes me happy. So when I have the opportunity to share things that I try to live my life by, little codes, little stories, little, I don't know, anecdotes, if you will. When people share these things with me, these things that I'll never forget, it's always my honor to pass them along and share with you. So maybe someday that you can share this same message, the message you never forgot, to someone else, so they may never forget. And that special message is, well, uh, um, I'll forget it next time. Anyway, you guys have fun.